Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I am so excited about tonight's live stream. I don't know about you guys. I have some amazing astrological information that I found out about just this morning. Now, some of you know, first of all, welcome, I should say. My name is Carey. I'm a medium and a mentor, and I do so many things on this channel, which I'm so excited for you guys to learn about. There's a lot of education here, but I do channeled readings, mediumship, I do development training, coaching, all sorts of amazing, wonderful things that I'm so honored to do. And I love meeting so many of you. So please feel free to say hello in the chat. And also, you can say hello to me later if you're watching this, because a lot of people watch this later because it doesn't work for everybody's schedule. But I'm so excited you're all here. I'm kind of getting organized. I literally went down to a couple things I got to tell you. So if you don't know already, I live in Portland, Oregon. And so many people, when you're do spiritual work, you tend to be someone who buys oracle decks or tarot decks. Now, that's partially maybe an obsession. I know it is for me. And it's if I'm looking for comfort, if I'm looking for connection, if I'm needing something, my go-to is to get an oracle or a tarot deck. And just a quick aside, this is sort of how it goes. I've been really feeling a deeper connection to the Archangels again. Hello, welcome. I've been feeling a new entry point with the Archangels again. I'm so excited you guys are here. Welcome. Please say hello in the chat. Now we'll go more into that in a second about the Archangels. I'm so excited about this live. There's so many things that are going to be exciting. I'm going to keep on track. So, but the Archangels have been, oh my gosh, is Sheree in the house? Oh my gosh, we got our girls in here. I love it. My people are coming in. I love it. I've got to start announcing this regularly on all the platforms that I'm coming live. I did that today. I've got to just set that to like Friday morning. I'm going to send it out to all the powers that be. Allie. Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh my gosh. Allie's here. Carey's here. Hi, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. Okay, I have a lot of people I care about in listening and popping in. So I'm trying. I'm getting you guys. I'm so excited right now. There's so many things we're going to be doing tonight. So I'll start first with saying hello to everybody. If you're just joining us, I'm so excited you're here. This is going to be a really special night. Energetically, there is so much going on astrologically. I'm going to read some things to you first of all, some special things. And then also we're going to be getting into readings. We're going to do some dowsing tonight. We're going to do some education. We're going to do some conversation. Also, I do want people to know I am starting. Hello, Ariel. I am including now, if people do want to get a live reading, if they want to be guaranteed one, I'm offering that now. We'll probably do it a little later if people can stay on. And even if you want to get one, but you can't attend, I'm going to be starting to set it up so you can, because it's really probably the most affordable way to get a reading with me. And it's, you know me, I always go in depth, but that's aside. But I'm going to set that system up ahead of time, giving you guys the links to PayPal so that if you want to get a reading or you have a question or something, then I'll read it for you. Now I can always, if you aren't comfortable with letting people know your name, you can just, we can figure those parts out. So not a problem. So anyway, let me get in it. So we're going back to the Archangels. Okay. So today I just had this feeling like I need to go get a new Oracle deck, because I've been working again with the Archangels. I have worked with them for years, but they kind of come in and out, depending on what I'm doing, what I'm working on, what's going on, things like that. So, but I was feeling like I need to get them their own Oracle deck. So I just knew it. I don't have one that's assigned to them. And if you know me, you know that I love assigning decks to the spirits I work with, because I think it's a wonderful way to create communication and to be able to have a link where you can really just get great messages and you feel in alignment, right? So today I went and got this deck. I know this deck's been around a while. This is by Radley Valentine, a wonderful medium and psychic. Angel Answers, and I like it because it gives you just, if you have a question, it gives you the answer. It's like one of those decks. So if you see me shuffling a lot, that's what I'm doing. Okay, now is everybody ready before we get started on everything else we're doing tonight to learn about this very special thing astrologically that's going on in our skies right now, right? So this is something, and again, I am not a professional astrologer. Can we please say that? I've studied astrology, but I'm doing a very deep dive, and I'm working with a mentor this year. So I'm making time to really study it and learn about it. And I wanted you guys to know this because I want you to feel like, oh, we can work with this energy. Now, if you're watching this later on the replay, this energy will be at hand probably for a while. So today is the 15th of August, Friday. So if you're watching this on either Friday night, later, or Saturday, that you can really, enjoy this energy. So are we ready? I'm going to read you what I got. Okay, this is called a 6-pointed astrological event. And actually, where I live in the Northwest in the United States, I want to say its strongest point was about an hour ago. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Take it in. Right now, an extraordinary 6-planet alignment is gracing the early morning sky. Well, they're going to call it early morning. So it depends on where you are in the world. For Emma, it's probably, it's not early morning for you, Em. It's more late morning, right? She's in New Zealand, so I outed you. Sorry about that. So right now, an extraordinary 6-planet alignment is gracing the skies. Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune. So we've got inner and outer planets are all lined up across the eastern and southern horizon, forming a visually stunning cosmic display, sometimes called the 6-pointed star. Because of the energetic and symbolic interconnections, between these planets and traditional star geometry. Here we go. The visible planets, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, can be seen by the naked eye. Uranus and Neptune, you can use binoculars or a small telescope are needed to see these. And really the best viewing time, I think it's already, hi there, good to see you. I think the best viewing time has probably already, escaped us, but it's mainly the energy that we want to be concerned with. So we're talking about this, by the way, if you're just joining us, we're talking about a very unique astrological event called a 6-pointed star. It does not happen very often at all. It is when there's these points of 6 planets, both inner and outer, are connecting. Okay, so here's what we want to know. The 6-pointed star in astrology and spirituality symbolizes the harmony between the spiritual and earthly realms, divine unity and integration. During this alignment, the combined influence of these 6 planets amplifies themes of balance, unity, and transformation. Each point can be thought of as an energetic direction or facet of consciousness, blending cosmic forces to support personal growth, spiritual awareness, and collective evolution. So here's how you can work with the energy. Now, if you guys know this, we are here in this page on this channel. When we come together as a community, we're always working on our growth, right? And our spiritual development in a grounded way. And here is a possible meditation if you want to do it. You can focus on the shape of a star, visualize that energy flowing through each point, connecting above and below, within and without. You can also do some intention setting for personal and group intentions with balance, clarity, and harmonious evolution. Okay. The other thing is you could do a little bit of remote viewing because now is a time for heightened energy work. If you were wanting to like look at like global healing, deeper planetary connection and insight into the evolving earth energies. Isn't that interesting? I think it's super cool. The alignment offers a doorway, reflect on unity, tap into deep cosmic wisdom and set powerful intentions. Now, I'm going to also quickly look on my astrology app and I'm going to tell you what's going on too, just so we get a little extra education while we're here. Then we're going to get into our readings, our goddess reading for today. Let's see what we got. Okay, so current energy. First of all, we have the moon in Taurus. So that's, and today is Venus day. So very good energy for self-love, relationships, but also I would say anything you're wanting to manifest that's connected to those things, right? We're at the end of Mercury retrograde, so that's a very good thing. And then finally, let's just take a look. Yes, and we're also in the void of course moon, right? So that means what do we want to let go of? Because the moon it's closing. So that means we're releasing. I just think it's really fascinating. Feel free to read about it. Come back and let me know what everybody thinks, and I'll be excited. All right. So first of all, if anyone is new, welcome. So excited you're here. Or if you're coming back, welcome back. And so what we're going to be doing today, we do several different types of readings. And I do sometimes change it up. I will say that. And you guys are going to be proud of me because I am pretty organized today. Now that I'm back in action, I had a few challenges this month, which is why it's taken so long for me to get out the gifts that I have. Every time we meet live, almost every time, we do a giveaway for the people that stay the whole time. Somebody wins a little gift from me, and I have yet to send those out. I mean, it's been one of those months. Hello, welcome in. All right, so what we're going to start with is I think we're going to mix it up a little bit this time. I have some ideas about how we're going to do this. So normally, as you know, we always do what I like to say is we check in with the goddesses. So typically on this page, we're working a lot on divine feminine rising or the sacred feminine. And healing that, we'll call it the twin flame energy. The twin flame energy is not with another person. It is having a healed version of divine masculine, divine feminine on the earth. And I do teach about that. So, and that's within our own energy, but then around us, it's basically a dissolving of the old, more toxic ways of inhabiting those principles of of what you know about the masculine, which is action, logic, which is assertion, which is decisions, and how that side has, been very toxic for a very long time for many reasons, which we do talk about, and how the feminine has been suffering as a result and not living in her full throne. That's really more of an internal thing. So we on this channel connect with goddesses. Sometimes we also connect with some of the gods as well. Sometimes Odin makes an appearance. Sometimes Ra makes an appearance, right, guys? I'm sure more of them will come also, but what we do every week is we tap in and see which one of them wants to come forth. And we always have one that tends to be I would say like what's the word I would use to describe it? They are basically like the host for the week for our collective in this group. So if you're part of the collective in this group, then you're being connected with by these incredible goddesses or deities, okay? And if you have questions about that, let me know, but that's how we work. So last week, you may remember, we connected with the goddess Hecate, which is not a surprise, because I do work with Hecate and many people who are connected to this channel do. And if you don't, that's okay too. That is okay too. So I'm going to also see who's here, but you guys are going to really be up for something special. I kind of felt like this is a special night. I want to let you know on this channel, we do dowsing rods here. And we'll talk more about that to connect with the spirits that we work with. And you're going to be proud of me, but I actually got a list of questions to ask the dowsing rods. Now, these are definitely universal questions that would be good for many of the entities that we work with, or the beings. So stay tuned, but you're in for a treat if you're new to this, and I'll definitely explain to you what's going on. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody, I just want you to take a minute because we're all in this together, and we're going to open up our energy, and we're going to see who do we need to hear from today. And then I'm going to also find, yes, I've got my goddess decks available. I have a couple. I think you guys know I have like 3 goddess decks. Anyway, and then if you guys do want to get on the list, I am going to be opening the space up. Let me put up my offer here really quick. So I am opening up the space at the end of the evening. If anybody wants to get a reading, I'll kind of show you what that looks like. So first of all, if you are a new subscriber, you get, everyone's going to get a card pull. Who am I kidding? Hi, Timmy. Everyone's going to get a card pull tonight because you guys are all so loyal and you've been here. And we're still a nice small crew. But if you're going, you know what, I really need a reading. I need a reading. I want some depth. I need some perspective. This is a perfect time to do it because it's quiet. And if you have to leave, that's fine. What I always do is I timestamp when your reading is. You can come back onto this one because there'll be a recording, and if you want to just leave your initials, that way you can keep your anonymity. And if anybody doesn't want anyone to know who's reading, your name, you can just do your initials, or we'll think of something else that keeps it under code. So if you do want to get on the list, here's what we can do. I'm going to be accepting PayPal, and all the links are on my profile. It's super easy. So that's easy. So if you want to do that towards the end, let me know. All right. So let's move on though and see who's coming in. Who. Okay. And we've been working with some amazing goddesses. Sometimes we have the same ones come over and over again, and we love that. And we have sort of like hosts, that come in. So also, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure, if you guys can do me a favor, if you can subscribe to the channel and then go back and watch some of my videos. It really helps, not right now, but after the live or even anytime this weekend, go back and watch my videos. It actually helps a lot. Show YouTube that you are interested in the kind of content I put in. YouTube is a different animal than some of us are used to. It's different. It's a different all entirely. And I love it. So I'm in here for the long haul, but making sure that you're subscribing and watching the videos all the way through is super helpful. So even if you pick like one video a week of mine, a reading I'm doing, and you watch it all the way through, and then you make a comment and you say, oh my God, or leave me some emojis and say, thank you, Carey, or not so much, didn't resonate. I don't care if you even said that. As long as you're interacting with it and you watch a whole thing, that really helps me a lot. Okay. All right. So I'm going to open up my energy field. I'm going to see who's here, and we're going to get it going. Okay. I'm excited. All right. Hang on a second. That is funny. I knew this was going to happen. Okay. And didn't I tell you guys just now? Well, sometimes we see Odin, and who is here but Odin? Oh, Odin. Hang on. Which doesn't surprise me. Let me see if I have what do I have of Odin's here that I can, I think I have my cards somewhere that are his, so I'll find them. I'll think of it. So let me tell you what I know about Odin. Okay, first of all, we are not opposed to male gods coming and visiting, but let me tell you what I know. So Odin is really known as being the father of Norse mythology, as many of you know. And again, I am not an expert in heathenism or Norse mythology. I have worked with Odin. I appreciate him, his intelligence. He's a teacher, definitely a teacher. And you do not have to be Norwegian or even Scandinavian to work with him. So let me kind of get in a little bit. I'm going to tell you guys about what I know about him, and let me see what he's saying. He's got a very good sense of humor. He's actually very chatty as a spirit. So, and he, off and on, when he knows I'm paying attention, will teach me about the runes. And I have some beautiful runes that are dedicated to them. So I'll go grab those in a second. I'll also do a reading with Odin. So, Odin, so Odin, let me see if I can get the story correct, because I know I have this written. I wonder if I have it in my one of my books. Anyway, that's just reminding me. Hang on, I'll grab my rune set. Hang on. I just think it's hilarious that, like, I'm going, no, we just have women. Oh, then we have Odin. Totally makes sense. Okay, so again, not an expert, still learning. So this is my box of runes, which I know my friend in the audience is trying to get one from the maker of these. So the woman named MJ Cullinan, who made the Crow Tarot deck, she lives in the Northwest, which is where I live. And she created this rune deck. They are the Elder Futhar runes. So there are a couple different types of runes that are out there. This is the one that I think most people are sort of common, with them. And not to go too much into the education about runes, but if you're in my Goddess Rising monthly membership, every month we pull 3 runes. And runes are very much, they link together and they create a story, and they also are amazing to use in intention setting. So I think that's what we're going to be doing today for Odin. So here's the myth about Odin. So Odin, because he wanted to, actually I'm going to pull this up because I can do this at the same time while we're talking. And I'll pull this up from one of my Norse mythology sort of places. So this is very much, this is, listen, you can find this Norse mythology for smart people. Here we go. All right. So you guys can you can hear this. Are you ready? So we'll take from this. Thank you, Odin, too. And one of the books that I think, if you're interested in Norse mythology, I would probably recommend The Viking Spirit by Daniel McCoy. That's been recommended several times. So here we go. So every time, this is what, oh my goodness, this is, okay, this isn't too much. Okay, good. And I'll put the link here. If anybody wants to pull this up at the same time, I'm going to put this in the chat because I know you guys are smarties. I'm going to pull this up in case anybody's interested. That's Odin's information. Okay, here we go. All right. So Odin, anything you want to say? First of all, let me ask him anything he wants to say. This is what he's saying to me. This is very funny because honestly, it makes sense. He knows it's difficult for me to sit down and sit with one spirit for more than a certain amount of time. And so he said, well, I decided to come to you when I knew that you would be sitting down and talking to spirits. So here we are. That's very, very Odin to me. This is my gnosis with him, that he has a very wry sense of humor. He's obviously probably different parts of him come to different people, but this is what I know of Odin. So this is what's written in this specific, on this website, which I think probably vets its information. It does a good job. The Norse god Odin is a relentless seeker after knowledge and wisdom. Please know this is true about him. Okay. He's like, when he's trying to teach me the runes, and if you work with me and do your development, you too will learn how to speak to spirits and trust what you're getting. So he literally, I mean, this is what I think really is kind of sometimes a shame, because if I lived, like in a monastery and somewhere, and I could just study all day spiritual things, I could easily talk to him in longer periods of time, but my life's busier than that. So Odin sat me down. He said, you need to get runes. I'm going to teach you what they're all about. So that's an opportunity. So here we go. The Norse god Odin is a relentless seeker after knowledge and wisdom, and is willing to sacrifice almost anything for this pursuit. The most outstanding feature of his appearance is he only has one eye. And that's because he sacrificed his other eye for more wisdom. The tale of how he discovered the runes is another example of his unquenchable thirst for understanding the mysteries of life, not to mention his unstoppable will. That I know to be true about Odin. So the runes essentially are the written letters that were used by the Norse and other Germanic people before the adoption of the Latin alphabet in the later Middle Ages. Unlike the Latin alphabet, which is essentially utilitarian script, the runes are symbols of some of the most powerful forces in the cosmos. In fact, the word rune and its cognates across past and present Germanic languages mean both letter and secret and mystery. Pretty fascinating, right? The letters called runes allow one to access, interact with, and influence the world-shaping forces they symbolize. Thus, when Odin sought the runes, he wasn't merely attempting to acquire a set of arbitrary representations of human vocal sounds. Rather, he was uncovering an extraordinary potent system of magic. And that's what I think is extraordinary, is that the runes are more than a symbol. They are connected to energy, and they create magic and a system. So, right? Okay. Another brief thing, and then we'll pull some runes for Odin's message. So, at the center of the Norse cosmos stands the great tree. I hope I say this okay. Yggdrasil. Its upper branches cradle Asgard. Okay, so you've probably heard that if you've even watched any of the, what is it called again? You guys know, you can put it in the chat. You'll sometimes I just lose it. But anyway, if you've watched any of the shows that are about Odin and Thor, you'll know that you've heard of these things before, of Asgard, right? So the home and fortress of the Aesir gods and goddesses, of whom Odin is the chief. Yggdrasil grows out of the well of Erd, a pool whose fathomless depths hold many of the most powerful forces and beings in the cosmos. Ready for this, guys? This is super cool. Among these beings are the Norns, okay? Norns also are very similar to the Fates, which are found in Greek mythology and also in Hellenic polytheism. Same thing, right? The Fates, of course, are three Sagittarius maidens who create the fates of all beings, right? One of the foremost techniques they use to shape fate is carving runes into the trunk of that tree. The symbols then carry the intentions through the tree, affecting everything in the 9 worlds. I mean, I just got to, oh my gosh, my ear is buzzing. Wow. My ancestors are also very happy because this is kind of lineage. Everyone's so happy right now. Okay, hang on. Wow. Okay, a lot of Norse gods coming around. I'm excited. I'm coming in, guys. Okay, so they want me to pull. There's so much to read about this. They wanted to get themselves out here. Okay, we'll pull 3. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to collapse this and come back so I can see all your comments. All right, and then I'm going to show you guys. Thank you, Odin. I know, listen. Oh, Odin, we picked a blank one. So this one, again, extraordinary. This is a very special. Look at inside of this. Isn't that fabulous? Also, because this, and again, Timmy is salivating because I know Timmy wants this too. But it has a crow inside because, again, that's her symbol, crow tarot. But if you can see inside of there, isn't that wonderful? You get each of the rune symbols, and then she's put in 3 sort of keywords, 3 or 4. Very special. Hello, Carey. Welcome, another Carey. Okay, so we are pulling runes. We're talking to Odin, and things are good. All right, so and remember, these all chime together. And before I tell you what these are, I want you to see what these mean for you. That's important. Okay, so the first one we have is Isa. Okay, I've pulled this many times. This means, it essentially means ice, but it also means calm, self-care, suspending action. So this would be seen as taking like a Four of Swords, if you know tarot, or just sitting back and not doing anything. So that's the balance again of the masculine and feminine is not, first of all, with the masculine, for the masculine to be able to let go and relax. That's very important. Okay, we don't always need to be going. And then the next thing is cooling off things that are very hot. So if you think about that, that's the first step. Just bring that into your energy field. And I want you to sort of just see, what does that mean for me? Stick with me because these all go together. Next, we have, ready? This is definitely divine feminine. We have laguz. Okay, we have laguz. This means intuition, water, and the feminine. This is the message. Odin is he's scolding me right now. And he can do this. He has permission to do this. He's saying, what makes you think that only the goddesses know about the divine feminine? I'm like, you're right. You're right. Now, this one in particular, which is something I love, is a blank one. So this could really be anything you want it to be. Okay, which is making me feel like I'm going to pull one more because I want everyone to kind of comment. I'm going to show you again what we've got and you can decide. Now, those of you in Goddess Rising will know, again, because every month we do some rune education, very, very small. I'm not ready to teach a class on runes. I'm nowhere proficient enough, maybe in a year. Maybe in a year. That's after I've been working with them for 2 years. Not yet. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is also special. This is Wunjo. This means victory, joy, peace, bliss. Okay, I'm going to put all these up together. I'm going to tell you what they mean, and I want you guys in the comments, please make sure to write down what this means for you. Odin's message. It's kind of a little bit funny. I'll do my best. I'm trying to, oh, I have an idea. I have an idea because I have this right behind me. This is going to be very, let's see if I can fit these in here. I don't think it's going to work. No, it does. It does. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'll show you guys. Hang on. Stick with me. Stick with me. And these can be in any order. They don't have to be in the order I'm putting them in. You can have them, you can play with them as you will. Okay. So something to think about. Let's try to see if I can do this. I bet there is a rune holder somewhere and it's probably beautiful, but I don't have it. Yeah, this isn't going to work because it's stretching it out too much. I was going to try and put it in this where there's a slight for my cards. It's not working. Okay. So again, this is meaning, where are we? Laguz, which is intuition, water, the feminine, right? This is victory, peace, bliss. Then we have the blank one. And finally, we have ice, or Isa, which is calm, self-care, suspending action. So I want you guys to look at all those and then see what message is coming through. Sorry, I know it's not the best. Hang on, I'll do that. I know. We'll think of a plan. I'm going to have to get a rune holder. So everybody focus on that for a minute and then decide what you think for you. What does it mean for you? And then I'm going to put these comments in the chat and then we can continue. Okay. I think this is kind of fun. And I'll read them out loud. So when you get a chance, you can sit with it for a minute and see which ones come to you. So we have Isa, which is the ice, calm, self-care, suspending action. We have Wunjo, which is victory, peace, joy, bliss. We have the blank. And then finally, we have the laguz, which is intuition, water, the feminine. So a lot of really strong energy coming in, even in this time of Leo, which is big energy. So I'll continue on, you guys. Okay, I'm going to leave these out because these are going to have to stay out since this is who came in. And later I'll find my Odin picture. I'm trying to think of where Odin is in the ones that I have. I know he's in one of the Norse decks I have. Okay, so here we go. Jennifer says, this is great. Let's read hers. Oops, hang on. Let me come back to that. So this is lovely. Actually, I think I'll put it in here. I'll show these in a bigger way. Here we go. I think I definitely know what the message is for me. Being vague, hold your horses, just chill, everything out. Everything will work out. Continue trusting your intuition. That's so beautiful. And then Allie is new to us, guys. So make sure you say, well, she's not new to me, but say hi to her in the chat. Perfect timing, non-action, allowing myself to slow down, receive, and just be. Intuition will grow the slower I get. Oh, absolutely. I love that. These are beautiful reflections, everybody. And then Amber says, my first thought, hearing them again, was use intuition to guide the right time to take action. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love these messages. And if more of you have them, please feel free to share them. What's so great about this, you guys, is that, we had the wonderful surprise of Odin bringing it to us, which for me is even more exceptional because it's coming from a healed masculine. Right. And that's very special. Okay. So that means we don't only have to work with the divine feminine. Who knew? I'm just kidding. All right. Odin's like, yeah, you were going to get me a deck and I see it, but it's not. Okay, let me see what I've got and I'll show him. Hang on. So this isn't really the one I want. The one I want, this is a beautiful one, but the one I want is made by the same gentleman, I can't remember his name, who makes these decks, and he has one for the Norse gods, which is not a tarot deck, and I know that's what Odin's like. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so Odin, would you like me to pull a card for you? I know that Freya's card is up there. So I have one of Freya's cards still up there. You guys probably remember that because also this is a sigil, a very common Norse sigil. I think it's for protection. Now, you can use runes, you guys, the symbols of runes. You can put them on candles if you're setting intentions. You can put them on. I take the ones that are for like safe travel and I put that inside my wallet. I draw them out. I put them in my wallet. I put them on spell candles. So think about it, and you can look them up, easy to find. All right, let's just see what the energy is. Since we have Sir Odin here and he wants us to share. Very exciting. All right, here we go. Let me see what we got. Okay, Odin. Starting. Okay, first we have is the Four of Cups coming out. So a little bit of resistance, but it could also be seen as a pause. The Three of Wands is coming out. The Six of Swords. Okay. So the okay, we have the Queen of Swords. That could be seen as many of us. And then the King of Swords. Odin. Okay, now I'm going to try and find his card. And here are the Norns, guys. Remember we talked about the Norns, the Weavers of Fate? That is an image. We will be learning more about them as time goes on, as well as the other. They've got names specifically. It's escaping me for that are the fates that are found in the Greek mythology or Hellenic mythology, but there's a whole thing there. Let me see if I can find Odin's picture because he's like, there he is. There's the gentleman himself. This is more of the one that looks kind of ominous. So one of Odin's symbols, you will know, oh my God, is the raven. Okay, and I just realized I pulled the crow. The crow, other Odin, runes. Hello. Thank you, Odin. All right. So, and he's also got these, this is the 10 of Wands, but you can see how he's got one eye missing there. That's the symbol. He would give his eye for knowledge. And that's when he learned about the runes. And then he's got all those different colors of wands. That's really powerful. And, ooh, You would have done that. Okay, good. He's got one of the rune symbols on here. So let me see which one he has. And it's on, that's what I like about this deck. It has the runes on there too. Let's see what that symbol is, Odin. Algies. Okay, that makes sense. It's in the reverse and in the upright. So you see those two symbols at the top and the bottom? That is the algies, which means protection, defense, and antlers. So they stand for antlers. So Odin is, you know, he is the gentleman. He is the protector, right? He's the defender. So I'm very grateful for him coming in so strong and being so persistent with me, because I am not, like I said, I am not the best when it comes to, you know, being the most devoted. I try my best, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that. It just doesn't. So thank you, Odin, but let's get the message. So this is really exactly the energy we're talking about, which is a sense of we do need to slow down. Okay, we do need to slow down. We're getting the Four of Cups here, which is most of us who know tarot, and if you don't, that's okay. Four of Cups can be resistance or emotional resistance to anything really, depending on the situation. But then the Three of Wands is more of an expansion energy. So right away, we have an energy of conflict. I'll also let you know something if you're learning tarot with me. The way I read cups is cups are a feminine energy. It's an energy of emotion. It's an energy of creativity. It's an energy of creation. And then the wands are a fire energy of masculine. So we have that push pull between masculine and feminine, which is making us feel like where in the middle of that tension do we work together? It's just the symbol seen throughout time of how do we make the yin and the yang balanced? Okay, that's what we need to know. And then the action step comes with the Six of Swords, which is seeing things beyond the conflict, going to the other side. That's very good advice. Working with the swords, which is a masculine energy, but you're using your thought, your logic, but also you are using your communication and your third eye, which, you know, makes a lot of sense. So that's how you can balance these conflicts. I'm just going to take some more of these. This has been a tough week for me, and I have to trust and make big decisions. Okay, babes, this is a big well done from Odin. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And that's your card of the year. I love that. Is your card of the year the 10 of Wands, were you saying? If that makes sense. Welcome in, Heber. Hello, hello, hello. So everybody say hi to Heber in the chat. Interesting. Let us know, Emma. Okay, here we go. This is Odin is like such a good teacher. Ridiculous. I don't know what am I doing with my life as I'm cracking up. He's like, yes, masculine and feminine. Look at the cards he pulled for us. We got the I almost said the high priest. Never said that. King of Swords. He likes that. King of Swords and Queen of Swords. So he's saying basically we can be in our both sides of ourselves, empowered side by side. Notice both of them have the swords. Both of them have the ravens. Both of them have different symbols. Now, good. Look at the runes. Let's see what runes are there. Okay, everybody, and I'm going to tell you, I want to say I think there's 2 runes in some of these. That's something also you see sometimes is runes that do dovetail. They use them. Remember, they use them together to create different energy. So I hope I can figure these out. Let me see if I can. I think I can probably get it. Let me actually grab it from the book so I don't spend too much time in it. Hopefully they've got it written in here, but just a second. For the sword. Okay, where are we? All right, here we are. Does she have it? Yes. I love when they're nice to me. Okay, so it says here, okay, I'm reading. A bind rune appears near the left side. Okay, you guys ready? That's a bind rune. Now, let's see if that might be maybe 2 runes together or if it's on his own. Hang on. Stick with me. Bind rune, it might be a compilation of 2. Yes, so here's what I'm thinking. I think the bind rune is 2 together. And I know, because I know this whole deck, I'm pretty sure the Elder Futhark. So we're gonna look that up. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune is. Oh yeah. The Wheel of Fortune's a great card. Yes. And then we have the King of Swords, right? And also an empowered card. Now, let's see if I can get which that rune is. Yeah, these are bind runes. Now I'm going to have to look at what they are. Anyway, oh yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So that's your card. I love it. So that's why I know I was so focused on the fact that these were the Norns. I didn't even see what card it was. So these are this is very special. This is very special. Okay, I'm going to look up really quickly because this is how we do it, what a bind rune is before we stop what we're doing. Just so because we're getting that message and we want to know what is a bind rune, because I want to say I think it must be a combination. Okay. No, it's its own. It's its own. So it is a symbol created by Yes, I'm not, I'm getting the hang of this. So it's a symbol created by merging 2 or more runes. That's what I thought, into a single design. Historically, bind runes were used for various purposes, including saving space in inscriptions, highlighting names. There it is right there. So, okay, good. All right. This is great. We are happy about this. I could literally just pop this into a little thing and give it to everybody, but I don't want to take away from what we're doing right now. But super interesting. You guys we can go down a rabbit hole. So that's amazing. Really exciting. Very cool. All right. So guys, how are we feeling? How's everybody doing? Are we enjoying this? I am. I certainly am. So, which is, okay, Odin. Thank you. I mean, Odin is just... really, he's such a superstar. He really is a superstar. I'm such a fan. I am such a fan. All right, so we want to thank Odin, and we are so happy that you're going to be here, the first male we've had here for the night and for the week, and I'm very excited. Okay, so we'll put all this away, and we're going to continue. All right, does anybody have any questions or anything that they wanted to share? Feel free to drop it in the chat. Now, I do want to say, I am feeling very drawn to pulling cards for everybody. Now, we have a small group, right? So this is kind of nice right now. And then we'll go into possibly doing some Akashic Records and then Ancestors. All right, so here's how we're going to do this. I want you guys, first of all, this is going to be fun because I'm going to use my brand new deck and I'm kind of blessing this. We're going to put all our own good energy on this deck. These are going to be messages from the angels. Oh, thank you, Allie. I know. Oh my gosh. It kind of goes back a little bit. I think really I did education in my last career, in the beginning of my career. So I taught classes and when I was in a hairdresser, I taught classes. I trained people to teach classes. And then when I started doing this in 2019, and I was like, yep, this is it. Okay, guys. So here we go. Now, here's what we're going to do. This is what I want you guys, we're going to link up psychically. What I want you guys to do is I want you to think of your question. Okay. Let me go hide. Okay. So I want you guys to think of your question. Okay. It could be a yes or no question. It could be really any question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull cards for this. I'm going to ask the archangels to step in and to see if they're going to give you your answer. Okay. So I'm going to do that for a second. Okay. So just go ahead and put your name in there. Think of your question. And then I'm going to tap in still the energy. So I don't want you to tell me what your question is. Just put your name in there. Okay. Then also I do want to, I know we love a new deck. You just missed my whole thing here. I was like, oh yeah, I had to go get the Archangel deck, much to my chagrin. I am going to be selling some of my gently used decks, you guys, at, of course, a nice sale price. So stay tuned for that. I'll announce that, put that on my website, because I do have so many and I think I'm ready to rehome some, not because I don't love them, but because that's the way it should be. Right? Also, just a gentle reminder, if anybody did want to get on to the list, so I am offering this. I'm putting this out there regularly now, right? If you guys do want to get a reading, and this could also be, remember, you could also maybe not have to be here and I'll do the reading during the live. It will be recorded. It'll be time-stamped. See, Jennifer, you love a pre-love deck. That's what I'm saying. Just clean your energy up. It's good. It's cheaper. Right? I'm going to do that. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'll definitely do a little tour of them. They'll be like half off or something. So good. So if you guys decide you do want a reading, there's the information. And then the link we'll be doing just PayPal. And that information is actually on the last post I had. I can also just pop it in the chat. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's get a card for Emma. Okay, what does Emma need to know what's the answer to her question? You ready? Okay. Are you ready? You take it as you will. We got the card of romance. So the first thing I want to say, I'm going to give it to you. Sure, it could be a relationship. Oh, good. Thanks, you guys. I see all of you. It could be a relationship. It could be definitely that. But I also really, really feel like this is you connecting with yourself, with the goddesses, with, your masculine and feminine. And you can notice, especially the auric field here, it literally creates a heart. You can also see the crescent moon and how it's shaped here. It's just beautiful. The angels are all around. I really love that. So let us know after this, after I read for you, if this resonated for you, for your question. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do Miss Amber. Love it. All right, here we go. Also, everyone who's here, I'm going to be doing a free workshop in the beginning of September, which will definitely be connected to healing and the sacred feminine. Okay. All right. Are you ready, Amber? Again, I don't know what the question is, which I enjoy, but we got the answer of no. Now, let's look into this. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling. So part of me, and I actually kind of love that we have this as a whole scene. We have this woman who's connecting with one of the angels. And then above it, we have more angels. And then this golden city, which could probably look as the angelic realm. So I think what it feels like to me, yes, it could be a literal no, but I also feel like could be anything you tell yourself that isn't truthful, they're saying no. Like they're saying no. You are a beloved child and a beautiful soul. That's what it feels a lot like to me. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, next we have Jennifer. Now, if you were not able to be here and you watch this on the replay, please feel free to let us know if any of these spoke to you, even the card itself. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, I know what you probably asked. We got the abundance card. Look at Oh my goodness. So here's how I see this. I feel like that's your higher self. That is your expansion, your healing, but you aligning and doing all the visualization of being in that energy feels to me like you're just letting go of limitations and going into what things feel like energetically and how you make your choices. I think it's so beautiful. I think that card is so beautiful. I love that. Good energy. All right. Thank goodness. Haha. Definitely. Okay, good. Amber's like, interesting. Okay, good. I'm glad. Good. I'm glad. It's always got a whole purpose in there, right? I love it. Okay, Emma says, yeah, it didn't give me the exact answer, but it gave her the goddess. Perfect. Okay, this is for Heber. Let's see what we got. Okay, which one do you want me to take? Okay. Ooh. Are you ready? In the near future. This is so beautiful. It looks a little bit like the sorcery, the alchemy energy, the cosmic that I know you enjoyed that sort of artwork. And I love it. It's two angels coming together. One has the trumpet and then one is supporting and pointing up. So that's you and your guides. That's a beautiful one. Okay. All right. Let's give Elizabeth a card. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. It's up to you, Elizabeth. It's up to you. That's a beautiful card too. So this, there's a woman and she's pointing towards you. And she has the angel wings, but then you also will notice how she has that beautiful, like, rainbow. I don't know if you can quite pick that up in the image, but it's definitely there. Absolutely beautiful. It is up to you. I love that. Okay. All right. Now we have two Careys in a row. We have Carey with an E and Carey with an IE. Okay. So this is Carey with an IE. Let's get this. Let's shuffle a little bit more. Welcome in. If you are just joining us, we are so happy you're here. We would love to pull you a card. If you're new, please say hello in the chat if you're comfortable. If not, please feel free just to hang out. We are doing complimentary card pulls, conversation, chatting about a variety of things. Soon we're going to be doing some dowsing when we're going to see what spirits are around us in the collective and maybe talk to ancestors. Carey with an IE. You ready? Look what we got for you. If you believe. I just want to say in her hand, she is holding the Merkaba, which is connected to Archangel Metatron. You probably know, maybe not. And it has to do with time travel, portal, transportation, but also protection, and then being in a higher frequency. That's fantastic. I love that. Okay, Carey with an I. Let me know if these resonate. Ooh, this is the card on the deck, Carey with an I. Okay, what do we have? Listen to your intuition. Yes, indeed, ma'am. Now, you might be wondering, what's at the top of her crown? There are a lot of butterflies on there. That is butterflies, which is really, to be honest with you, for me, that's the symbol of that is the symbol of spirit in the spirit world connecting with us, asking for guidance. We're asking for guidance from them and just a symbol that they're near us. So that's a beautiful card. I love that for you. All right. Next, we are going to do Allie. And again, if anybody did want to get a longer reading, if you have a question, I am definitely taking them. I'm starting to do this in every one of my lives. We'll just let you know it's always available. And if you're not able to come and do it when we're doing it live, what I will do once upon your payment, what you can do is, if it's PayPal, what you do is in the notes, tell me your question. So a mini reading is basically 3 cards. So that's like one topic. For 7 cards, that's you can do 2 or 3 questions. So kind of a nice thing. And they'll be recorded in timestamps, so you'll know when yours is. If you want to keep more your anonymity, we can just put initials or any name you want. Name of your pet if you want. Okay. This is for Carey. Sorry, this is for Allie. Welcome to the community, Allie. Welcome to the channel. Also, if you're new, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. This helps me so much. You know, I love YouTube. I love YouTube. I'm just crazy about the platform. I love the way it's set up. And it is my dream to have a thriving YouTube channel and to be able to help people, and because YouTube lives on. So and that way people, you know, there's a variety of people. Some people want to work with me for sure, and they're going to get that by working one-on-one or in my groups or, you know, whatever they can manage. But some people, their whole thing is some people can only have a budget for doing this free education. And so for me, it's very meaningful to have a thriving channel as well, because it's a win-win. So all those readings I do can be for people, because some of those messages, they really resonate. The collective messages. I have my favorite YouTube readers that I go to, and those readings just land for me, you know? All right. This is Allie. This is for Miss Allie. Ooh, this is a good one, Allie. A year from now. Whoa, this is cool. She's like, show me the card. Okay. So we have a man. This looks like there's we could say 2 people, but then in front of them, there are 4 angels, and they are putting their hands towards the world, which is interesting because that's what our dowsing is going to be about. And they're trying to heal the world. So I love that this is probably, you know, hopefully connected to your question or gives you a good message. I love that so much. All right. I think I got everybody. Wait. Oh, Sheree. There we go. Okay, I'm way down here. Okay, I missed all you guys. Okay, I see you. Okay, let's get this. So Amber said interesting. Jennifer said, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. We got Emma's. She said it didn't answer the specific question, but it pointed her to the goddess that can help with the answer. All right, let's do Sheree. Okay, Amber's like, yeah, I'm not sure how that relates to my question yet. So sometimes it's the symbol. I know. Interesting, right? All right, let's get this for Sheree. Sometimes it's something in the card, you know. Okay, this is for Miss Sheree. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this is interesting. All right, Sheree. We have choose a new direction. This is gorgeous. I love the colors he uses in this. So they're in this image, there's 2 people, and one of them is putting their wand out into the ether and sort of lighting the sky up. And there is all these people there in that row with torches lighting the way. So that's a kind of a beautiful pathway here. Choose a new direction. I love that. Okay. Beautiful, Sheree. I know. Don't you love this deck? It's so beautiful. Here it is here. Angel answers. It's funny. I've seen it for years and it never spoke to me until today. All right, let's get Timmy. They are so funny. That answered my question. In the near future. I had a feeling, Heber, that was going to land. I had a feeling that was going to land for you. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, if you're new to my page, thank you so much for being here. And if you're coming back, thank you so much for being here. And if you've never been here, I'm excited to meet you. So again, we do this every single Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I sometimes have things where I go out of town, and I'll let you know ahead of time. If you do want to come, you will always see these will be time stamped. And if you did want to participate, you would like an in-depth reading, and you want to be able to take advantage of this pricing, which is quite, for me, quite low. You can, so there's a link in my profile, which is for PayPal. You just put your question in there. If you're doing the 3 cards, it's one topic. If you're doing the 7 cards, it's up to 2 or 3. And then I will do your reading on this live stream, and it will be time stamped. And you don't have to put your name if you want to just put your initials, or you can use, you know, your dog's name if you want. Everyone's got a different comfortability. So, all right, this is for Timmy. Okay, you got the same one as Heber, in the near future. In the near future. I love that. Okay. Hello. That's good, good, good. I asked, Elizabeth said, I asked, when would it be best to do something? Question, the answer was, it's up to you. That's beautiful. I love that. And Sheree has her hearts out. Timmy said, yay. Okay. And then Allie said, beautiful to think, having this time off to grow and take classes and then apply what I've learned is a year from now. I love that. That's perfect. Okay. The number on the card for you, you know what, sis? There is no number on here. These cards don't have numbers. Believe it or not. Yeah, there's no numbers on here. I was just seeing, because usually they do. I'm surprised they don't. Since a couple of you guys got the in the near future, I'm going to just read that out loud. Again, he has a little guidebook here, of course, Radley Valentine. He's so positive. You know, just a little spiritual gossip, but he used to be very connected to Doreen Virtue. You guys remember her. She was huge in the spiritual community. And then she had a reverse of her entire works and renounced everything we do. How many grandchildren are coming? 2025, 26. Wow. 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 That is amazing. That's amazing. Let's see what that says about in the near future. We'll just look that up as an example. These are short answers too, which I think is appropriate. Here we go. What you are asking about will occur very soon, so you won't have to wait much longer. Stay optimistic and continue upon your path. Be open to receiving. It's up to you. That was one a couple people had. The end result of the situation you asked about is entirely in your hands. You can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach to solving any challenges. Stand in your own power and have confidence that you have what it takes to bring about a happy ending. Don't wait for someone else to rush in and take charge in order to I just got the a ringing in my ear, very strong. In order to come to a successful conclusion, this situation requires your unique perspective and experience. Yes. I love that. Okay, let's just see what no means. I mean, it's probably pretty clear, but let's just see. So, and the yeses are different too. It's like they're not all what you would think. Okay, so the answer to your question. Okay, this is for Amber. The response to your inquiry is a firm no. You don't, here it is, Amber. This is why I think it's more for you. You needn't worry, though, as you will see why this was the perfect answer as time goes. Right? All right, let's see what else. So the person who listen to your intuition, I think someone got that. Your intuition is completely reliable and accurate at this time. Listen to your own inner guidance and you can't go wrong. You can be certain that the messages you're receiving from angels are real and trustworthy. Yes. Who got this card? Was it Elizabeth? Who got this card? Good. Oh, thank goodness. Heber's like, thank goodness. Mm-hmm. I'm glad. I'm so happy. Carey said that was you. Okay, sweetie. All right, let me read this. That was you. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry. Okay, your intuition is completely reliable and accurate at this time. listen to your own inner guidance, and you can't go wrong. You can be certain that the messages you're receiving from the angels are real and trustworthy. They do have a sense of humor. They so do. And then Amber says, yeah, that makes more sense for no, because I was hella confused. Yeah, right? You're like, what? Right. It's nuance. Nuance is everything. And you know me, I'm not usually a yes or no. When I read, I never read psychically or do tarot. I never get those answers. No. Carey says, I'm like, I'd rather listen to you. Yeah, right. You can be certain that the messages you're receiving from your angels are real and trustworthy. Have faith in your experience, in your feelings about the circumstances you're experiencing. Your insights into other people and their true feelings or motives are perfectly accurate. There's no need to question that you know is true. This is so good. These were fun. I hope everybody enjoyed these. I really did. Okay, let's continue. Again, just to let everybody know who's watching, who might be coming on, welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Carey. I am a medium and a mentor, and I definitely help people on their spiritual path work on empowering their intuitive abilities, healing, stepping back and balancing the divine feminine masculine. And I do readings here regularly. I upload 2 readings per week, and I'm going to be doing education too, probably once every week, once every 2 weeks. We're figuring that out. And then of course, I offer courses and mentorship and things like that. I also want everybody to know that right now I am, hang on, let me put this back to this. I am creating right now a variety of digital courses, which are self-paced, but also have the option of being able to, where there's mentorship. And I would highly recommend right now, I have a beautiful course. I'm an 8-week circle. Some people in this audience are going to be in it. That's it's like a sacred walk with yourself. It's with the sacred feminine. So when we start moving into our gifts, our awareness, our spiritual awareness, we have this like a labyrinth that we start to follow, and things start happening for us, and we start noticing, we open up our abilities. We also work on healing things that have been dormant or just laying wait for your entire life. We start being aware of our guides, things like that. And this is definitely, I love that. Yay. So this is definitely part of the work that we do here. And I would highly encourage you guys to check out my new offer. It's going to start in the end of September. I'm so excited about it. Okay, we are moving on to the next part of this. I am so excited. Okay, I'm probably going to have to lower my camera. Now, I'm going to explain these because not everybody knows. Okay, so first I'm going to lower my camera, my computer, just a little. I'm going to put this down a little so everybody can see me. Okay, good. So one of the things that we do here regularly is that we, of course, all of us, not just me, are working on our spirit communication. We are working on connecting with our guides. We are working on opening up our psychic abilities, our mediumship, our spirit communication. We're doing that through a process that definitely involves unlearning things that have blocked us, since I believe that all of us are psychics and mediums by nature. Some are further along than others, of course, but that's like anything, and you can definitely develop them. Now, one of the powerful tools, so when I was trained in my 20s, so I went to school for this, we never used any tools because my teacher was sort of a purist. He really believed that you don't need any tools to communicate with spirit. But I've changed my mind completely on these. What I'm finding and what I feel like is really important is some days we have times when we really need as much validation about connecting with our loved ones in spirit, with connecting with our guides, with connecting with the angels or the goddesses or the gods or the deities, the nature spirits, that we work with. And when we use tools like the pendulum for divination and the dowsing rods for divination. We are essentially divining. We are picking up on the currents of communication and energy that are connected to these wonderful spirits. And so what happens with the dowsing rods, they're very sensitive. So as you can see, they're made of, these are copper. And I believe copper is probably seen as being a conduit. And so it tunes into the frequency. It'll probably at a higher level because of what it's made of. I think that's probably it. That's the properties, because everything has energy and properties in it. This circular rod swings around it. And what happens is when what we do is the energy from the spirit or our subconscious, when we tap into spirit, can move the rod without us doing anything, with leaving our body position just perfectly still. And by using two, we can really command that. So we're going to do, this is so fun. I got, this time Amber would be proud of me, but I got lists of questions. Now I want everybody to feel like you can ask questions. It's not just me. Yay. So yeah, I'm going to have to keep doing this so everybody can see. So what it works, if you get these, they're very inexpensive. I'm probably going to get another pair soon, just to have two pairs, but I just always make sure first of all, before I even start, I put a video on this. Be sure you guys watch that video, watch it all the way to the end. Make sure you like it, make a comment. And make sure you're subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel. So what we're doing, the intention is we're in a very relaxed position. Okay. And beforehand, we're setting up the energy. Let me just move my mic. It's not so much you guys can't hear me. It's that people can't hear me. So there we go. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Coolio. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Heber. Well, you're an amazing, amazing mentee. Okay. Yeah, some of you guys have been with me a long time. So Heber just grabbing. Okay, yes, I love the sway test. That is excellent. So this is a really good point. One of my priestess mentor does the sway method. I love that you're doing that. So as Sheree was just sharing in the comments, you can see that there are many methods here, right? And I think the motion code is incredible. All the same thing. I love that. So the sway test with the emotion code, asking yes and no questions, and my body sways forward for yes and backwards for no. That's perfect. Side to side, you can make it happen. It's perfect. And that's how you can line up your energies with the truthful answers. And I will tell you, it is the truth teller. It doesn't hold back. So we always set the intention. We clear our space. We ground our energy. We set the stage and we relax. And then usually I start with questions, which I don't have as much attachment to when I'm starting. Because here's the thing. When you're very attached to the outcome, sometimes your body can make small movements, and you want to be as neutral and as objective as possible. You don't want to have bias if possible. So if you don't start with the hard questions that you really have it. Okay. Now, I don't know who's going to come through. I just know it's going to be a spirit that's going to be here for the highest good, that's going to work with us for the good of all of us here, and comes from a place of love and affinity and also neutrality. I've been with you about 3 years now. I know. I love you. I love you so much. Yeah. It's like, I feel like we're family now. All of us, really, we're a family. Like we're together and we're helping each other. It's just the kind of thing where, we have, Annabelle. Oh my God. Annabelle's here. Girl, I'll have to pull a card for you later. I realize that as well. Can't be so attached to the outcome. That's a really good point. So if you're just joining us, I'm going to go through my spiel again. So Annabelle, I'm so happy you're here. So whoever's joining us, we are about to work with the dowsing rods. I have a video. I can't pin it to this right now, but I have a video that I just went and did with Mary Magdalene, where I did a dowsing rod session with her, but I sort of talked about how to do it, best practices. So make sure you watch that and follow the instructions. Super easy. You can get these. You can do this yourself. Absolutely. You do not need a person like me to do it. I just like to demonstrate because then I think people can practice. So what we're going to do today, I brought questions and I think they're just good questions overall. So I'm hoping the spirit that comes forth will help us. Okay, we're going to figure out who this is. We're going to do categorization and we're going to figure out. So I want you to sit back and enjoy. Make sure you do lots of comments. Okay. Chatting is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say hello to the spirit. So do we have a guide here who's going to be ready to work with us? So for me, if you could show me what yes is, that would be great. Okay. So yes. And then can you show me no, please? Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much. And can you let me know where you are in relationship to me, please? So that would be front, left, or right. Okay. We are. So the spirit is to my left. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to put this down a bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Pardon, my head's cut off. All right, so we're excited you're here. So first, this is the way I've been doing it, you guys. I've been saying, okay, who's with us? So we've already cleared the energy. So are you here for our highest good? So if you could share that with us. And will you protect the integrity of the information, only giving clear, honest answers for the highest good? Okay, good. Now I've got to figure out who's here. All right, so do we have a goddess here with us today? Okay, no, I had a feeling. Okay, do we have a god here with us, masculine? Okay. Do we have an ascended master? Thanks, Carey. Do we have an ascended master? Oh, okay. We have an ascended master. Okay, now I'm going to have to go through my list. Okay. So, I know who this is. I'm going to have some fun and just go through a couple names first before I get to the one it is. Okay. Is this Merlin? Okay, is this Lady Nada? Okay, is this, I've got to think of all my ascended masters. Oh my goodness. Do I have my book here? Hang on, you guys. Give me a second. You know me, I like to get the tea. Do I have that right here? Or did I put it away? Just a second. I don't have it. It's not handy. I'll have to use my own brain. Okay. Let's see. Ascended Masters. Who else do I have? There's a couple of them. Okay. I know who it is already. Is this Saint Germain? I knew it. Okay. So we have Saint Germain with us. This is I've worked with him before. He's definitely connected to what we like to say is the age of Aquarius. He has been incarnating at a lot of very pivotal times in history. I'll bring up some more information. I'll see if I can make a video about him for us, but I've worked with him before. He has a very good sense of humor, in my opinion. And also he really helps you with ascension. Saint Germain is connected to the violet flame. If you can, hang on. Saint Germain is connected to the violet flame. So he's really good at helping transmute energy. I have to show my head a little bit. So he's very good at helping you heal and transmute energy. He's also are you connected to Mount Shasta for the people? Okay. So he's connected to Mount Shasta. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So you're connected to Mount Shasta. Is that what we're saying? Okay. So, okay. This is going to get fun. Okay. Hang on. This is going to be not what we thought, why I love doing this. Okay. You guys ready? I got to get some water. Let me tell you the evolution of these questions. Hearing you say Age of Aquarius immediately put the song in my head. I know, I love that song. Truly, truly love it. I'm also kind of a hippie okay, here we go. So I just want to talk. So we have with us, we verified this is Saint Germain. Saint Germain is very connected with people and their ascension on the planet. And because he has incarnated on the planet, I think I'm going to put your comments here in the chat so everybody can see. You were just singing it. I love that. You don't want me singing, but I know it. Listen, I was born in the 60s, so I'm very much a hippie and born in Berkeley, California. So all that stuff is right up my alley. I could totally go down a rabbit hole. So here is why I want to talk to you about the evolution of what. So what I got before I came on the live tonight, I was like, okay, we're going to ask questions ahead of time. We're going to make this organized. And we're going to see, so I don't just want it to be random. Oh, yeah. I didn't know you were an Aquarius sun. She's like, let's go. I love Aquarius. I love my Jupiter's in Aquarius. Anyway, I digress. So here's what I want to say about this, you guys. So listen, when I was channeling before I came here, I said, okay, what I want to ask really good questions right now when I get into this live. So what are we going to do? So the first thing that I heard was, well, make sure you ask questions about earth and planetary energies, about spiritual evolution, about guidance and ancestors, about remote viewing and hidden truths. Who's with me on that one? If you are excited about that, please start putting emojis in the chat. And then also at the end, we'll see if anyone has a specific message besides him. So the fact that it's him makes perfect sense because he has been known to incarnate at some specific times. Of course, this is all just what people have said over time. I don't know if you could literally go back and fact check it. You could do your own due diligence. But here, this is why I kind of want to get into a little bit with this group on these lives, maybe some remote viewing. I'm here for it. Okay, let's start with the questions. And again, we can see your little answers right down here in the box. Okay. All right. So Saint Germain, are you here with us? Can you come in? Okay, cool. Here we go. Here are our questions. So Saint Germain, what I hope it's okay with you, I have this list of questions, which I think you helped me formulate. And I would love it if you could answer yes or no. And if there's some questions which maybe there isn't an answer of yes or no, can you help me with those? And are you willing to do this with us, please? Okay, great. And if anyone does have any questions, they can add to it, put it in the chat. Here's the first series of questions. This is all about Earth and planetary energies. So, is there helpful energy on Earth we can connect with today? Okay, good. And can our group bring positive energy to the planet at this time? All right. So the energy specifically, hang on, let me just check in. So it is as easy as calling on healing energy to help the planet? Could it be that easy? Okay. And then people can develop their abilities and then just see where that should be directed. Sort of, this is what he's showing me. So that means they do like a scan, like those of you who have trained with me or who know how I teach, when I have you read an aura and when you do a scan, you look and see where the blockages are. Is it like that with the Earth? And are we able to do this with permission of the Earth? Do we have to ask for that permission? Okay, that's what I thought. So who are we talking to? Should we talk to Earth herself? Okay. And I know Earth goes by different names. Does she have to be a specific name, or can she be addressed by the name that the person's most comfortable with? So some people call Earth Pachamama. Some people call Earth Gaia. Some people call Mother Earth. So, and is that okay? Can you clarify? Okay, good. All right. Pretty good question. And if you think of any of these kind of questions, feel free to write them in the chat. Okay, the next question. Is the Earth's energy field opening to more light now? Okay, lovely. Are there welcoming places on Earth for our intentions? Okay, I'm getting another question. Are there negative energies that are trying to hold the planet back from ascending? Okay. And are these human related human? Okay. And would you say that there are other entities like not that are non-human? Okay. All right. So we'll definitely have to look into that together. Will you help me understand that so I can bring it to the people and I'm more informed? Okay. All right. So I want to do this correctly. So I'm going to come back and look in the Akashic records and work with my guides on that. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Is that okay? Okay. Thank you. Is our collective intention making a difference for the earth? Okay. Is there a simple way today? Hang on. Okay. Is there a simple way for us to support the planet right now? And I'm hearing bringing light in. Is it bringing light in? Okay. And will that help against those energies you mentioned, bringing light in and being conscious? And is it because people aren't intentionally sending light? Is that why? Oh, he was saying he remote views at Stonehenge. I love it. PowerPoint on the planet. As a note, you guys, and I'm going to be planning this, so start saving your money. I'm going to be doing some kind of a retreat in England, in Glastonbury, and that's not far from Stonehenge. I'm hoping for next September, so a year, 13 months from now. Start saving your money. Okay, anyway, I digress. First of many. Okay, here we go. Should we focus today on healing water, land, and air? Water? Okay, that's 3 questions. Should we focus first on land? Okay, should we focus first on water? And should we focus on the air? So you guys heard that, right? So the first thing you want to focus on is, water. That's interesting. I'm sure there's a reason for that, but that's important. And then after that, land, and after that, air. Okay. So you guys can take that as you will. We're going to keep working with this next week. Are the elements receptive to kindness from humanity? Are they? Yes. Okay. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about animal wisdom. So is animal wisdom available to support us at this moment? Because water has memory. That's it, Amber. Amber, it's interesting you mentioned that because I work with a woman. I just did a reading for her a month ago. And she is working with a mentor who specifically works with the vibration of water. She works with water. And I have to find out her name, but she was here in Oregon. More to come. It'd be interesting. I would love to interview her. I'm also going to start bringing people on Fridays to sort of do like a vlog cast live sometimes. So stay tuned. Okay, here we go. Are elemental forces present in our work today? Yes, so we can work with the elements. Okay, good. So this is our first time doing it, so we're going to just enjoy this. All right, here we go. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so I realized, oh my goodness, I was across the room, and though you said let's learn about cannibalism instead of animalism. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Can you imagine if I said that? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to go with the questions I wrote. So it says, will our group's spiritual work increase harmony and unity? Awesome. Is it helpful for our group to meditate together soon? Okay. Are our current practices positive for our collective vibration? Okay, I think we're doing something here together, guys. All right. Are we guided to bring more balance within ourselves? Okay, very good. Is now a supportive moment for spiritual transformation? Okay. Should we try simple energy healing techniques together? Okay, good. All right. And then we also have our ancient wisdom traditions guiding us today. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so glad, Heber. That's amazing. Is spiritual awakening happening more rapidly now? Does our group have a unique role in assisting others? Yes. And I'm also hearing many people are helping right now. Okay. Let me kind of tune in and go off the script a little bit here. That's what I'm getting. All right. So, are there specific places on the planet where, so let's say, for example, are there specific places on the planet where where people, if they feel led, should go to or work on to help tap in, see what the energy is, and see how they can help? Okay. And then they always have to ask permission, correct? Okay. And do they have to know how to do healing work specifically to do this clearing? Okay. So when they would have to know, would it be for like setting up their energy, protection, clearing, and also in general transmutation? Okay. Excellent. Very good. All right. Let's go into a little bit of guidance with our ancestors and connection, shall we? So, are ancestral energies supporting our intentions today? Good. Is guidance available from star or interdimensional allies? Okay. And has this group in general, have many people incarnated before in this type of a setting? Yeah. Okay, very good. Oh, very good. Okay, you guys can also drop your own questions. Remember, he's very evolved and helpful at the same time. So if you have questions just that you find fascinating that he can answer, feel free to drop it in the chat. Okay. Should we connect more consciously with nature spirits? Should we connect more consciously with spirit ally? I'm sorry, he knows what I'm saying. With plant allies. Okay. Are protective energies present with us right now? Excellent. Oh, so good. All right. Is our shared intention especially powerful at this moment? Will practicing group intuition benefit our journey? Is remote viewing a supportive tool for our group right now? Are there important truths about the earth for us to discover? Is there a particular region, topic, or event for us to tune into? Okay. So let's break that down. Is it one of those or all of those? So is there a region we should focus on? And in that region, is there a specific topic? Mm-mm. Or is there an event in the region we should focus on, tune into? Wow. Is this something from the past? Is this something that is happening now? Is this something from the future? Okay. Yes. So can you clarify that? That went back first. Is this something from the future? Oh, okay. And do you feel like this is us asking like guardian spirits, guardians to this energy? Okay. Is this energy in the United States? Oh, okay. And is this energy in Europe? Okay. Is this, I'm going through it. Is this in Asia? Is this in the African continent? Okay. I know what it is. Is this where there's a lot of conflict right now? Don't want to say it out loud. where there's a lot of loss of life. Okay. So you want us to focus on that and its future? And do you want us to see a healed outcome? Okay. Ooh. And do you want us to send protective energies? Okay, that makes sense. You want us to stop the suffering? Okay. I think you guys can maybe put that together. Okay. All right, here we go. Is remote viewing a supportive tool? I know, Amber. I know. So it feels to me this is something you can do on your own as well as with a group, but this has to do with just seeing a future of non-suffering and peace. Yes, I think that's what we're saying. I've never thought to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we kind of get the picture. Okay. All right. All right. So let's continue. I'm just reading this part. So, are there important alignment, making us insight easier? Can remote viewing help us? Okay. Can remote viewing help us access future guidance for the planet? Okay, good. Okay, here we go. All right, so Saint Germain, I want to talk to everybody about the violet flame. Can we do that right now? Okay. Now, do you want me to guide everyone through a very brief 5-minute energy clearing with the violet flame? Okay, excellent. And then do you want me to let them know about anything else? Because you are showing me the picture of Mount Shasta. Okay, now you have to make sure I know because you know I've been there. So do you want me to talk to them about Mount Shasta? Okay. And is there a reason for this that is not just novelty, but is valid? Would this be a place to remote view? Okay. Maybe in the next time? Okay, because that takes some time. Okay. All right. So I'll prepare that for you guys. I'll let you know. It'll be on a live stream, but wow. So did you want us to do that? He knows I've done that before, where I went inside of Mount Shasta. And I know there's a name of it. That's how long it's been since I've done it. Okay. It's got the word S in it. I'm going to remember it. Let me look it up. Hang on. Hold on. Just a second. Yes, it's Telos. I knew it. It's been a while since I've done that. Yeah, it's Telos. Telos, you guys can look it up. Again, this is all, very much a lot of people feel like this is very new agey, so we'll just keep open. Let me get the information. Hang on a minute. Okay. So, are you talking about Telos? You could start with a yes or no. You're talking about Telos. All right. Because a lot of people don't necessarily believe in that, right? Okay. All right. So what would be the point of us sharing that information? So he's telling me that it would be an interesting exercise and just to see what people got. And to see what they tapped into without saying anything. So if you guys know me, typically when I have my students go into these places that are liminal spaces, I don't necessarily tell them what's in there or tell them about their experience, and I haven't done this in over 3.5 years, I think. But this is a place I've taken students before in the astrals, and I'm hearing that. So I'm not going to do it today because I have to prep for it. And we're already an hour and 43 minutes in. So are you talking about remote viewing in Telos? And is there messages there? Okay. And I know you guys, there are people that supposedly, again, live inside of Mount Shasta, higher dimensional beings. A lot of people say they're connected from Lemuria. They've continued to live there. Different people have had experiences and sightings. I haven't had that happen yet, and I've been there. So, but the energy in Mount Shasta is very different. It is definitely not like any other place I've been. So it's kind of special. So let me just say, is that what you're talking about? Okay, well, I'm going to have to really sit with you on this one. Let's start with the violet flame. Okay, so do you want me to do the violet flame now? Okay, all right, I'll put these on. I want to thank you very much for doing this session with us. All right, so if you're up for this, we'll do this. This just is a great way to end our live stream. And if you're just joining us, welcome. We're going to do a little guided meditation. As always, in all my live streams, we always have some education. Yes, we do readings. Please know that the format is that typically we connect with guides, bring through messages, and then also I always open it for readings, and that's different every time. And if you did want to get a reading on our next week's live stream, please feel free. You can book ahead. I'll put a link and an announcement on YouTube, and you can pay ahead and then be on the list, even if you're not able to attend. And you can just, again, through PayPal, in the link of the description on your PayPal payment, you can just write on your question and your initials and how you want me to address you. And then I will do your reading during the live stream. There'll be a recording of it and they'll be timestamped. Okay. So this, let me just say briefly what I know about the violet flame. I haven't taught this in several years, so I'll tap back into this. So with our naked eye, we can see different colors. And just the color, the vibration just above what we can see with our naked eye is violet. Violet is known in spiritual energy form as a very spiritual energy. And so when there is an energy that is known, it's kind of like if you think about Reiki, how Reiki has a current and a stream of energy, so does the violet flame. Many people say there are centers and locations on the planet where the violet flame resides energetically. And one of those places is Mount Shasta, inside of Mount Shasta. And apparently, this is all, of course, speculative because I haven't seen it yet. I'll just be objective. Living in the interior, in the fifth dimension, there is a group of spirits that supposedly never have left there, that were existing even in the times of Lemuria. That's a stretch. So I haven't seen that yet, so I'll let you know. But in the astrals and the work I've done, I do see energy in there. I've had experiences, just like I have with extraterrestrials and just like I have with Sasquatch. So I have to talk about it. Yes. So the way I like to work with the violet flame is for healing and transmutation in a simple nudge. And essentially what you're doing when you're calling on the violet flame is you're asking it to come into your energy and to clear out blockages. Okay. So you can use this at any time, this tool. So what I want you guys to do is just, first of all, we're going to do this for 5 minutes. Just take a moment now, even if you're really busy, or you can come back to this time-stamped 1:47 into the recording, and close your eyes. Make sure that you have a grounding cord from the base of your spine and widening to be the width of your hips and going down through the layers of the earth. Every layer just blends with your energy easily. Just feel how comfortable you feel. And then your grounding cord easily connects into the energy of Mother Gaia, however you affirm her name. Breathe. And just above your head, I want you to imagine that there's a beautiful violet flame It's a heatless flame. It's so beautiful. And when it comes down into the top of your head, anything that you are ready to release, you don't have to think about it. It's intelligent and knows what to do. That you're ready to release and slough off is going to be transmuted by this higher vibration. You can do this at any time, even with your eyes open. And just imagine it's going down through your Sushumna channel. Your Sushumna channel is where your chakras are. So it goes down through the top of your head. And breathe. And then goes down into the center of your head, where your third eye is. Pituitary gland. Third eye. Feel it through your sinuses. Interior. And then moving down into your mouth, teeth, top of your neck, your entire neck, your face. And breathe. And then going down to your shoulders and your chest. This feels really good. And then your upper arms, your shoulders. And your entire chest and lungs. This is also subsequently happening with your aura as well, same time. And then into your abdomen. Just feel it expanding, releasing, letting go. Anything you've been holding on to or working on just releases. Moving it down into your middle abdomen where your third chakra is, your solar plexus. Any exhaustion or strain or burden just begins to release. And then going into your abdomen, lower back, base of your spine. It's also gone down your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, through the tips of your fingers. And as it's moving now to your legs, it goes again, the top of the thighs, then into your knees. And then down to your calf muscles and your shins. Breathe. And then down into your ankles. Tops of your feet, bottoms of your feet. Just feeling so comfortable, so at ease. Knowing it takes anything it needs to release and eat up, it's going to do that. And then after this, you can just imagine you have a golden sun above your head with all your own energy, clarity, and information, wisdom, filling up your entire energy field. And your aura, your grounding cord. And at any time, if you want to do this exercise, you can do it with your eyes open. You can absolutely do it with your eyes open. You don't have to do it with your eyes closed. You can do it walking, exercising. You can have the violet flame work on you at night when you go to bed. It's totally fine. But you just have to activate it like you do Reiki. If you do Reiki, or you just have to activate it. All right, my friends, when you're ready, come back into the room. All parts of you here now, integrated into this moment, knowing this tool is a simple, easy tool you can use at any time. Once you've opened your eyes, let me know in the comments how that was for you. That was a good one. I felt that. All right. And before we go, I think I'm going to just, ancestors are calling. Thank you. Very nice. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Very good. That was a nice one. It was lovely, wasn't it? We're going to finish with an ancestor message. The ancestors are like very comforting and grounding. Amazing. Love that. Felt coolness at the top of your head. That's excellent. Very good, guys. You're very welcome. My pleasure. It's one of my favorite things to do. One thing I wanted to tell everybody while we're here, since we're all hanging out, hi Joni. Are you new to us, Joni? We're so happy to meet you. Thank you for being here. We love having new friends come and hang out with us. So happy to see you. Nice to meet you. So quick thing, everybody, I wanted to let you know. So if you guys notice, I'm going to put this up here just to let everybody know. You're welcome, Annabelle. I'm so happy you came. Oh, I'm so happy, Joni. We love new people here. Welcome, everybody. Everybody say hi to Joni. We're still a small group. You know, my channel isn't big and it's beautiful. I'm getting to know people and so happy. This is everybody. Everybody, this is Joni. We're all finding each other. I wanted to let you guys know I have a second channel. You don't have to go running over and doing it. But what I decided is that I'm going to put all of my meditations on to my other channel because you guys know I love meditations. I am having a whole series I'm going to record. So the other channel, I'll put it in here, is called Healing Meditations with Carey. But if you guys want, you can go over there and check it out. You don't have to do it right now. But you know me, I love I know. You guys know I love I love some meditations. So feel free to check out that channel. That's my other channel. Again, anything I can do to help you guys, I'm here for it. And also, I just want to remind everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm so excited you're here. And please be sure to subscribe. And this is for Joni and all our new friends. I go live every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we have a nice, I've been making meditation part of my morning routine the last 2 weeks and happen to see your channel. Oh, I love it. Well, you guys know I am a meditation person. That to me helped me so much in so many ways and since I was in my 20s because I had such terrible anxiety. And so I'm a big meditation girl, as you can see, and a big healing girl, as you can see. So, but when you're on YouTube, they do like you to kind of categorize yourself. So I didn't want to confuse the algorithm, and I'm okay with making another channel. It is what it is. But if you guys, it just want to quickly say it means so much to me to have you guys participating and supporting my work. I love it so much. So if you can follow that channel too, but also make sure, I was just saying this earlier, if you can watch at least one of my videos that I've uploaded from beginning to end, and make sure you comment and like it. Those little things help me a lot on this algorithm. And one of my dreams is to really build this channel so that I can regularly put out content and I can focus a lot of my efforts on YouTube. Because YouTube lasts, these are like a library of videos and information, and many people who, need help in this world can find so much help. And that's one thing I love about YouTube is that it's so international and everything's categorized. So if you would be so kind to support my channel, that would be amazing. Also, I wanted everybody to know, and we're going to end tonight, by the way, with a message from the ancestors. So I got my ancestor deck out, and we'll let everybody know who's new, including Joni, our new friend. So every week, Joni, we start at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we do a couple of different readings, and then we just have a lot of fun together, supporting each other. It's a very safe, supportive community. And I'm a psychic medium, so I teach classes, and I have a community also too called Goddess Rising, and I do all kinds of things in my community and teaching. So Yeah, I'll be putting out. And if you did ever want to get a reading, so I'm going to be offering, I was just going to show this again. So on what I'm going to be doing is every Friday, if you want to get a reading, and you can pay ahead of time or even the day of, or when you come in, if you want like a mini reading. My readings are really in depth, even for the mini ones. So you just pay and all the links information will be through PayPal. And so the 3 cards, which is a focused on one area, is 22, and then the 7 cards or more is 44. So they're going to be in depth. So please be sure, and then just check out all my videos. So as promised, we're going to end this live tonight with messages from the ancestors. So as we know, we've got mediums in here. And so when we're talking about ancestors, we're talking about usually ancestors are a couple generations back. But sometimes we do have loved ones come in that we know, like grandparents, right? Or family members. So that does happen. And I don't always read them with the cards. Tonight we're going to be doing this. I'm so happy, Sheree. That's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I don't have too many audios on there. I'm getting it built. I'm going to tape a few more this week, actually. I have a whole list and I created the scripts already for those. So anyway, let me continue. So anyway, when we set the intention for the ancestors are maybe even spirits we haven't even met yet. So, but they're part of our family lineage. So if you decide to participate in this, please let me know. All the links will be available. All right, let's see what the ancestors have to say. All right, again, I'm going to just tap in and see what they have to share with us. My ancestors, all of our ancestors coming in. What do they want us to know? Is there a unified message that you want us to know? So I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing, sensing, feeling, letting you know. The first thing I'm being made aware of is the top of my head on the right side. And we have the collective of ancestors are saying it's time to grow. And they are making a few equations. They're saying it's time to grow. It's time to glow. It's time to radiate. It's time to open up. They're also mentioning this idea of not waiting. And they said, sometimes your action is to not do anything. Inaction, we learned that from the beginning of the reading when we were reading the runes, which has to be we're being in our divine feminine of being letting go, being in alignment, receiving, taking care. And then there's the time for action. But the action comes from a place of alignment. And so our ancestors are stepping forward and saying, now is a time of alignment. Now is a time to connect with your purpose. But your purpose comes in a simpler way is what they're saying. They're saying it comes through, you'll get insight and downloads, and then you will feel a sense of that I want to do this. I feel this. That's what I'm getting. Okay, guys? So that's the first message. Okay, that makes sense. We're getting the 4 of Pentacles. I will show you all these cards. Also, you guys be sure, if you don't know about it, I have a membership. The membership is called Goddess Rising. And it's a beautiful membership. There's so much to it. We have a few people in Goddess Rising here. So please be sure you can find it throughout the links on my profile. It's just got so much to it. Okay, here's what I'm getting. They're ripping the Band-Aid off and they're really getting us the tea. Here we go. You guys ready? It's going to be a little bit of we're getting a licking from the ancestors. So first of all, let me show you the cards. We're seeing the 4 of Pentacles. Just resonate with that 4 of Pentacles. And in the comments, let me know what that makes you feel. Even maybe you don't even know what the card means, but you can see what the energy says. Again, this is dedicated to the ancestors, this deck. On top of that, we have then the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a very hard working card, very focused just on what the task it's doing. It's not looking up. And I can tell you what I'm getting from this. Greed, yep. Holding on to something, right? Holding on, not moving, not being flexible, Also being very fixed in what they're holding on to, very fixed, not giving themselves some space to feel, right? And that's what the ancestors are saying. It is time to grow. And when I started this month, the energy of this month, my guide said to me, this month is going to be hard. And we want you to know that we're going to be cracking a lot of you guys wide open. Exactly. Hiding behind something. All these are such great points. You guys are amazing. So one of the things too that I was getting in, and I think I told you guys this, I said, my guides are saying this is a rough month, and they don't say that very often. But what I got in my visualization, which I keep getting, is that we're being cracked open and our true self is coming through. And this is the thing. And yes, you guys know I don't quote the Bible, but this one thing I do, and that is you cannot put new wine in old wineskins. So we are literally shedding these karmic layers, okay? And the way we used to do things. And so it's going to feel like you're being kind of like being pulled apart sometimes. And with this, notice these guys are also exactly expansion. So you guys also notice that these energies are all earth energies. Earth energy also, believe me, the element of earth, do you want to know something? The element of earth is actually feminine. But when it's in its position of being stuck, it acts like a resistant masculine energy. That's toxic. Toxic's the big word. Stubborn, resistant is more like it. It needs the moisture of water to be able to loosen up. If you think about hard soil, what do you need to give it? You need to give it nutrients, you need to give it water, but you also need to break it up. And how does that happen? Well, it happens because of from the inside out. Here's what I'm also getting. When we have that kind of energy, so that's where the violet flame can help with cleansing energy, just to let you know. Then we have, and we don't like seeing this, but we're seeing it. This is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when it's in the upright, right, it's three hands working together. And if you don't know, if you're not too familiar with the pentagram is a beautiful symbol. Do you know what it means? If you're not familiar, it's been made into being seen like a symbol that it is not, as being wrong or evil. That's not true. What it is, it's a symbol of spirit, air, earth, water, and fire elements, but also it is the human soul, the body, the person stretched out. And so, but this was in reverse. And the number 3 has to do with expansion. That's just what Heber said. So expansion, growth, things of that nature. It's in the reverse, friends. Do you want to know what's next to her? The High Priestess in reverse. And we know when Mama's in reverse, it's not a good day. You just pulled the Three of Pentacles for yourself a half an hour ago. Yep. The Three of Pentacles has been coming out a lot. I've been pulling that in a lot of readings. So we have our Mama in reverse. High Priestess is in reverse. That's not a good day. That means we're not listening to our intuition. We're not listening to the divine feminine. Also notice the mirror. We're not reflecting. We're not in our intuition because we're stuck. So listen, here's what I want to say. Some of this is just in the subconscious. It's kind of like what we heard earlier from Carey when, working with clearing in those ways with some of these, the emotion code is a really good thing, but also if you have practices, where you can clear out stuck energy, that's another good thing the violet flame can do. The violet flame has intelligence and it can direct the energy. Okay. So I just want you to think about that as you're going through your week this week till we see each other again, and know that being patient and knowing that some of this is just going to clear out just by you sitting in the energy and letting it be transmuted. You don't have to force it all the time, but you can call upon these different energies to help you shift it. Okay. I'm going to pull these last cards for validation, please. I also want to just say, you guys definitely check out my private readings. I'm also opened up another couple places if you want to do one-on-one coaching for mentorship for psychic development and energy healing. If you are interested in doing this work either for yourself or professionally, that's coming. However, and then in the fall, I'm going to be doing a 6-month mentorship for that too, if you want to do it professionally. I have a lot of things that I do, so feel free to check out my website. All the links are on my page. Okay, now here's the final cards. Let's see. I love this deck. Who has this one? Love it. The Sacred Symbols deck. Really great. Just simple symbols. So let's get a final messages from our guides. All right, let's see. What do you want to tell us? All right, here we go, friends. Air sign, the air. So using that air of removing things or moving things through with the element of air. Okay. Time. Giving yourself space and time, but also this is a time jump is what I'm getting because you guys are moving yourself into new timelines. I do believe that. Fire, we've got air and fire. This could be, and it depends on if you do a little, you do some intention setting, let's say on that end, or if you do spell work on that end, you can use the elements to transmute. And then we have good fortune coming up. So this is all about you guys really starting to, again, over and over, they keep telling me just this being in alignment and allowing things to because you're setting your attention and you're calling upon the energies and you're open, this is when transmutation starts to happen. Okay? All right, my friends. So we're going to just have a moment. We're going to close the energy for tonight. We want to thank all the guides, the guardians, the angels, the ancestors, the ascended masters, our higher self, our spirit team, our kin, our ancestors, our loved ones in spirit. And I want to thank all you guys for coming tonight. So if you could do me a favor this week, it would mean the world to me if you guys could make sure to engage with my videos. Watch at least one all the way through. Let me know and comment and put a little heart in there. And then feel free to check out the meditation channel and do the same. Subscribing is very important. So all those little things help our channels grow and flourish, and then I can get the work out to more people. All right, I want to say thank you so much for spreading love in your life and to those around you. And I want to say thank you so much to all of you. You're so welcome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That makes me happy. This was a really good one. The energy of the 6-pointed star. You are very welcome. I'm so glad we got to do this together. This was great. It was much needed, I think, too. I feel like I needed it too. All right, my dear ones. Thank you again for being you. Stay sparkly and take good care. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.